Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me. We're going to go ahead and play a strategy that I call inflation. I invented inflation, I would say about a year and a half ago, and it's a really fun strategy to play. You do probably need to play it with a really big bankroll. If you start to see a lot of sevens constantly coming out, you might want to switch to a different system. But if you can get one really long shooter, you can do really well with this system. And it's a lot of fun. I know a lot of people play it on bubble craps. There has been other channels, craps channels, that have shown this, and they have, given me credit and mentioned my name and the name of the system, which is called inflation. So I remember, so sometimes, guys, I have so many strategies that I kind of forget my own strategies. So I actually have to go back. And the thing is that on my channel, a lot of my older videos, I delete them. The reason why that I delete them is because I might have made them like 2 years ago or a year and a half ago, and I kind of go back and remove a lot of them. So I kind of refresh them all to where I just want to focus on what I did, throughout 1 year of time. And that way, even if it's strategies that you guys enjoy, it allows me to recreate them. So to be honest with you, the reason why I'm doing this video today called inflation of my system is I came across a YouTube video from, I want to say, he's a really nice guy. I like him a lot. I think it's called Gambler University or University Gambler. But he's a really nice guy, and he did a video on inflation, and he gave me credit and everything for it. And so it just reminded me of my own strategy. I said, oh yeah, I haven't played inflation in a long time. Let me recreate it as a new video. Okay, so this is a new video of my inflation system. I hope you enjoy it. And we're going to play it with a high roller session. And I have $30,000 here in front of me. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so with inflation, obviously if you are the shooter, you will have to do a line bet. But we're going to play it today without a line bet. So we're going to just play it with random rollers, which is perfectly fine, okay? All right, so we'll go ahead and get started. All right, so the point will be a 6. Okay, so I'm going to go, I'll put 500 on the 5. Okay, that is the 10. Put 500 on the 8. And I hit the 8. Okay, that pays 580. We're going to use that 500. Now, I am doing something wrong here, so I am going to have a little, I do need to get some black chips, okay? So let me go ahead and give them $2,000. And I'm going to get $2,000 worth of black chips because I'm going to need those, because the reason why that I call this inflation is because the bet size has to go up. So what we just won on the 8 actually should have been more, because that should have been a $600 bet. And then the 9 should have been $700. So what we're going to do, we're going to just pay ourselves what we earned on the 8, but we're going to go 700 here, 600 here. So that would be the correct way to play inflation, okay? Every bet goes up. So what you want to do is you want to have levels to inflation. So for all of you that want to play this, what you want to do is you want to start much smaller. So our first bet we did way too big. It should not have been 500. It should have been 100, and then it should have been 200 or 150, and then it should have been 200. Everybody with me? I started it extremely high. All right, so we won't do that on the next round. Okay, here we go. Okay, so there's a 9. So obviously when you're winning, you're glad that you went, big. All right, so this actually is going to pay $980 for that win. Okay, so we'll take 1,000. We'll give them a quarter and take back a nickel. All right, now here's what I'm going to do. Because I started so high, I'm going to actually come down. We were very successful, so I'm going to come down. And I'm going to go back to the 5 at, we'll go $50, okay? So we'll start bringing in some quarters and things like that so we can, do this, okay? So our point's still a 6, and we're just starting over because we started too high, all right? Here we go. Okay, so that's an 11. So after every single roll, now you're going to go up. Okay, that would be, the legal bet would be $90. Okay, here we go. Okay, and we're going to throw the 7. So now, because you lost, you're going to level up to level 2. So instead of starting at 50, you're going to start at 75, okay? So I'm going to get 200 in green. Okay, there's our 200 in green. Here we go. Okay, it's a 9 will be the point. And now we'll go $75. So we're on level 2. Okay, there's an 8. Okay, now we'll go $100. It would really be 90. Okay, and there's another quick 7. So now we have to go to level 3. Okay, level 3 will start at 100. And you can start on any number that you want. There's a 7. A 3. Another 7. Okay, point will be a 9. All right, so here's the advice that I'm going to give you. When you start to lose, what I recommend that you do is to always start with your 6s and 8s. You're going to have 6s and 8s hit more than anything, as you guys know. So that will help you get back the guaranteed money, most likely. Never a guarantee, but you know what I mean. Sooner or later, you're going to throw 6s and 8s, right? I think we all know that. So in other words, is when you start losing, I don't recommend you starting with the 4s and the 10s and the 5s and the 9s. That would kind of be silly, all right? Now, what happens, though, is when you do start with the 6s and 8s, your bigger bets are going on the 5s, the 9s, the 10s, and the 4s. Now, the good thing with that, though, is that when you do throw those 4s and 10s, you're getting double, and your bet was bigger. So, all right? Now, you could also reverse that, and you could start with your outside numbers, and that way your 6s and 8s are what's being inflated, and you're going to hit them. So whatever you want to do, okay? All right, so we're going to go ahead, and we are going to start with our 6s and 8s, okay? Because we're on a losing streak. And there's a quick 7. So as you can see, every time that we lose, we're going up bigger. And then the next bet's bigger. So it allows you, unless you keep throwing these 7s, it allows you to eventually get your money back. And when you go on a long roll, you make a fortune. We do, hopefully you'll be able to see it in the video, but we do start coming down from our numbers once they're all full. And you hit them, we come down off of them. So we do that. Okay, here we go. Okay, that would be a 6, hard 6. Okay, so we're going to go now with the $200 bet. Okay, that's not a legal bet, but it's close enough. Okay, we're going to hit a 5. Okay, so we're going to go 250 on the 9. Okay, we hit a 5 again. Okay, we're going to go 300 on the 4. Okay, we hit another early 7, and we're not hitting any of our numbers. So right now the system is very vulnerable. Okay, here we go. Okay, the point will be an 8. Okay, so we want to go 300 on the 6. Okay, there's a 5. Okay, we're going to go 400 on the 9. We hit the 6. Okay, that's going to pay like 330. Okay, and we're going to have to go 500 on the 5. And another early 7, guys. So we're doing really bad. Really bad. That's why when you play this system and you start seeing a lot, you're doing it during a cold table, yeah, that's not a good idea to keep doing this strategy because you'll get murdered, okay? But it only takes that one shooter, guys, to get you back. That's all it takes. And that's why we're starting with $30,000 here. Okay, so the last one I did was my level started with 300. Now my level is going to start with 400. Okay. Okay, there's an 11. I'm going to go 500 on my point. And there's another 11. Okay, I'm going to get change for 1,000 here. Okay, that's 700, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so now I'm going to go 600 on my 9. Okay, how many 11s are we hitting? I mean, that's horrible. I mean, we're doing horrible. I mean, every single time we put this bet out, we're not hitting anything. And we keep throwing 11s and crap like that. That's crazy. All right, so we're going to go 700. We're vulnerable again. You always want to hit early so you can get some of this money. So we're going 700 on the 5. Okay, we hit a 6, so that's good. Now, that was our smallest wager. We do have 400 there. Okay, so we're going to take 400, and we'll take 475. Okay, all right, now we stay up there. It actually would be 360, so I'm going to give them back 10. Okay, so what we got to do now is we have to go to $800. And our big money's going on our 4s and 10s. So if we happen to hit a 4 or 10, we're really going to get back in the ball game. Okay, so we're going to go 800 here, and we'll go with the 4. Here we go. Okay, we hit a 3. And those are the kind of rolls that just make you shake your head because you do not want to be seeing 11s and 3s while you're playing this. But it is better than a 7. All right, so we're going to go. Our last bet is 900 on the 10. Now at this point when we hit, we're going to be coming down, okay, on each number as we hit them. Okay, we hit a 5. Okay, that's big money right there. Big money. And this is why I'm trying to tell you that sooner or later, when you get that one shooter who can go 11 rolls, you're going to make a fortune, especially after you kept laddering it up like we are. Okay, so we're going to get $980. We'll take 1,000, and we'll give them a quarter. Now, what's cool is we come down from that 5. Okay, because we have all our numbers already. Now we start reducing them as we hit them. Okay, there's another 3 that makes you shake your head. Now, because you rolled, you have to come down on something, okay? I'm definitely not going to come down on my 6 and 8, all right? So I'm going to pray that I don't hit a 4. So we're going to come down because that 4 was a huge money opportunity if you would have hit it, but we still do have that 10. Okay, we hit the 6, which is why we're not coming down on that 6 and 8. Okay, that's another $460, okay? Okay, what's good about that is that it allows you to reduce something. And we're going to remove our 10 because we have 900 on that 10. Unfortunately, we don't have the big money opportunities anymore, but we don't care. We just want the 6, 8, or the 9. And we hit the 7, okay? So if we would have got like a hit on that 9, we would have been in good shape. Okay, but we didn't. So we're going to lose all that money. Now, what we'll do, we'll go back to starting with 300. So what we did, see, there's a 4 right there. Okay, so we'll go 300, and because we need money, we're going to start with the 6 and 8. Okay, there's a 6. That's the reason why I want you to do that. Okay, that's $330. Now, what's cool about that is it almost pays for your second number. Okay, so you're going to go, we'll go 400 on the 8. Okay, we hit the 4, which is the point. Okay, so we'll be off on the come out. 6 is the point. Okay, so what we're going to do now is let's just roll with this one bet. And we hit the 7. So it's a good thing we didn't add on that one. Okay, so now we lost that level. And now we got to go to 400. Okay, so we'll get our 400 ready. Okay, there's a 5. Okay, so we'll go 400 on the 6. We hit a 4. Okay, we're going to go 500 on the 8. And we hit the 8. Okay, that's going to be $580. Okay, and we're going to go 600 on the 9. We hit the 9. Okay, that is going to be $840. Okay, there's our money, and now we got to go 700. Let's go 700 on the 5. An 11, which you do not want to see those numbers. Okay, so now we got to go 800. Let's go on the 10. The 10 has been very quiet. A 10, a hard 10. Wow, that's huge money, guys. That's what I'm trying to tell you, that this system can really make a lot of money if you get hot. Okay, we have $800 on that 10. That's $1,600 win. Okay, and that's exactly what I'm saying. When you start with your 6s and 8s, that big money is going on the 4s and 10s. Now you can do it opposite of that. You can start with your 4s and 10s, so your big money goes on your 6s and 8s. Okay, but remember, you're getting paid 2 to 1. You're getting double your investment on those 4s and 10s, and those 4s and 10s can get you back in this game quickly. All right, now we have to talk about something. We have to talk about something. You create your own rules, especially when it's your money and money management. If you know that you're down and you're not doing well, there is nobody that can tell you, just because I'm teaching something doesn't mean you can't break the rule. You can come down from this right now. That is a lot of money out there. You were successful on getting back a lot of the money. So what you could do is you could come down and you could restart over, reducing your level if you want to. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to continue to play at the same level, because we don't know how long this shooter is going to roll. And I'm telling you from experience that if you get on this long roll while you have all this money out there, that is where you're going to make a lot of money. So what we're going to do is we're going to go 900 on the 4, and that is our final bet. There is no more betting. So as we start hitting them, if we're fortunate to do that, we're going to be removing them one at a time. A 6. Okay, so we hit our smallest one, which is 400. So we're going to get another 480 or 460. Okay, we'll take 460. And now we get to come down on one. So let's do this. We've already hit the 10, right? So from my experience, a lot of times, instead of you removing the 10, I would probably remove the 4, just because sometimes the numbers get kind of hot. Now the 10 has not been hot, but it just recently hit, so it might hit again. So we're going to come off of the 4. No guarantees of that. That's just my personal choice. Here we go. We hit the 10. Do you see what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's just a coincidence that it happened on the very next shot. But, guys, $800 on that 10. So think about it this way. If you would have chickened out, let's talk about this. If you would have chickened out and came down, you would have missed out on $480 here and $1,600 here. On those 2 rolls, it equaled $2,000 that you would have missed out on. Okay? Because you hit that 10 now, you get $1,600. And now we're removing the 10, which brings another $800 off the table. Okay? Now, at this point, there is no way I'm keeping my money up there. I am sorry. You have literally 15, 16, 17. You've got $2,100, $2,200 out there. You have already won a fortune with this shooter. Yes, you can continue to win more money, but because you did do really well, we're going to reduce, we're going to come down, and we're going to go back to a tiny level of $50, okay? You've got to be smart. This is a lot of money out there. The system is built to get you back in the game and win a lot of money. Guys, I've played this system where it's won $20,000 easily during a session, okay? So we're going to go ahead and keep our point there at 50, on the 5, which is pretty crazy. We haven't hit a 5 yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to go $60 on the 6. We're going to start it over. Okay, there's a 10 again. If you would have left that, it would have been another $1,600. That's crazy. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go $90 on the 8. There's a 9. We're going to go 100 on the 5. We hit the 10 again. We hit the 10 again. All right, we're going to go 150 on the 4. We hit the 6. That's $70. We'll take 75. We'll give them a nickel. Okay, here we go. We hit the 6 again. Now, the reason why that I didn't add another number was because I made money here. So I just didn't feel it was necessary. Okay, but I am going to add a number here. So we're going to go, we were 150, so we got to go 200 on the 9. Here we go. We hit the 7, okay? All right, now we chose to do that, okay? We chose to keep playing. We didn't need to do that. We probably could have easily cashed out in profits. So, but it's a little early in the session. Let's see how long we've been playing. 23 minutes, so we could technically catch out, but I'll play a little longer for you guys, okay? But with this type of game, seriously, guys, you really want to get up, get your money, get the hell off, because it can be a very dangerous system. If things you start seeing a lot of 7s, it can be very dangerous. Guys, I'm playing it with 30 grand. That would be, you would really need to play this with a good amount of money, okay? All right, the more money that you have, the better chance you have of coming out successful, okay? Here we go. Okay, it's a 6 point. Okay, so I'm going to start with 100 now. Okay, there's another hard 10. We've been throwing a lot of hard 10s our last 2 sessions. Okay, we're going to go 150, and I need some money, so I'm going to start going with the 6 and 8 here. Okay, there's a 5. Okay, that's back 140. Okay, so let's go 175 on the 6. Okay, we hit that 11. We don't like to see those. Let's go 200 on the 9. We hit the 6. We got 175 on that bad boy. So we'll just take 200, and we're going to use the 200 and add 50 to the 4. So we got 250 on the 4. Oh, we hit the 7. Okay, that's not good. Not good. But because I didn't cash out, I'm giving you guys some extra bonus time, so causes us to play more. Okay, so here we go. 6 will be the point. Okay, so we started with 100 last time, so we're going to go 150 on the 8. Okay, we're going to hit a 3. Let's go 200 on the 6. Okay, we hit the 10. Okay, let's go 250 on the 5. The 7s are coming now, guys. Okay, let's try this again. 7. 9. Okay, let's going to start now with 175. Okay, there's a 5. We got lucky. We hit our first one. So that's going to pay a decent amount of money here. Okay, we got 140 plus 75 will be another 105. All right, so that's a nice little payout right there. We're going to use that money to go 220 on that 6, okay? All right, here we go. 9. That's the point. We don't have a 9, so it doesn't really do anything for us. Okay, so we're going to be off. Okay, there's another 9, so it's like it never happened. Now I am going to go ahead and add here. I'm going to go 250 on my 8. Okay, I got my 6. So you want those 6s and 8s when you're struggling, okay? So you're going to get 200, and we'll just take 250. Okay, now we got to go, the bigger money now is going to be going on these 9s, 10s, and 4s, which can hit really big, as you guys already know. So we're going to go 300 on that 4. 7, guys. We're losing a lot of money again, and we're getting up to the scary territory. Okay, there's a 3, 12, 4. There's a 4. All right. So we're going to go and start with 300 on the 6. We hit the 5. We're going to do 400. Let me get change. 400 on the 8. We hit the 6. $330. Okay, we've got to go 500. We'll go on the 9. 7 again, guys. It's getting ugly. It's getting very ugly. Okay, we've got to start with 400 now. Okay, there's an 11. A 12. A 6. Okay, here we go. We're going to go, we've got to start with 400 on the 8. On 11. 500 on the 6. We hit the hard 4. Okay, let's go 600 on the 5. We hit the hard 4. Let's go get change. Okay, let's go 700 on the 9. It's a 12, man. This is not good, guys. You don't want to see stuff like this when you got this kind of money out there. Okay, we got to go 800 on, which one's hot now? The 4 is hot now. Let's go. 6. Okay, that's $580 win. That's going to force us to be off on the come out. We'll collect our 580. We'll take 600. We'll give them 20. Okay, we're off on the come out. Off. Okay, there's a 4. Oh, God, that would have been a lot of money. Told you that 4 is hot right now. Okay, here we go. A 10. Oh, now we have to bet the 10. All right, what are we going to have to put on there? We got to put 900 on the 10. Maybe we can get lucky with a back-to-back. I'm going to go 1,000 because I don't have the proper change, okay? So we'll just put 1,000. It's no big deal. 9. That's a really good one, guys. And now we get to start laddering down. Okay, so we have $980 coming. Okay, we'll take 1,000. and we'll give them back 80. No, 20. $980 win. It's only $20 that they get. Okay. And now we're coming off the 9. Okay, we're coming off the 9. We want to leave our 4 and 10 there because you never know when you're going to hit it. 7. You got to be kidding me. Oh, that is horrible, dude. Oh, we are getting killed now. Oh, that's why I'm trying to tell you guys, you got to take the profit when you hit on this sucker. Whew, but we do have plenty of money. We have plenty of money. Okay, there's a 7, a 3, a 4. See, I told you that 4 is hot. Okay, let's start with 500. Let's go with the 6. 10. Let's go 600 on the 8. 5. Okay, let's go 700 on the 9. A 10. Oh, this is not good. We keep missing everything. All right, I got to get 500. Okay, well, let's go 800 on the 5. 2. That was a 2. Okay, see what I'm saying? This is not a good situation, guys. All right, so we're going to go 1,000 on the 10. 1,000 on the 10. 5. Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one. Okay, we have 800 on that bad boy, okay? So that's, the first one's 480, and then we get 700 on top of the 480. So, guys, that was a big hit. Look how much we made on that. We made... That's what I love about this system, man. If you get on that one big shooter as you're going up. Okay, so we do have to bet the 4, so we cannot come down. So we've got to put $1,100 on that 4. So we ain't won nothing yet. And the problem is we're getting so beat up that we can't afford to come down. We have to get the money back. 9, that's a big one. Now we get to reduce, because we've already bet the whole board. So 900 here. This is, a 9 pays $980 here. Okay, 980. We're going to take 1,000, and we'll give them 20. Okay, so we're going to come down on the 9. Okay, here we go. 8. 8. That was an 8. Okay, so that's going to be 580, 680, $700. 700, and we're definitely not coming off of the 6.8. Definitely not doing that. We're going to come off of the 5. We're going to leave our 4 and 10 there. We need that to get our money back. 6. Oh, I was hoping that was a 4. Okay, but we'll take it. 580 more. Okay, we'll take 600, and we'll give them $20. Okay, now we got to come down on something, guys. I'm not coming down on my 6.8. I'm going to come down on my 4. That's $1,100 off, but a $2,000 missed opportunity. 6, we'll take it. We'll take it. 580. We'll take 600. We'll give them $20. Okay, and we're going to come off of our 10. That's $1,000. Okay, here we go. 4. Okay, that's the point. We're going to be off. 5. We're working. 5 again. We're going to be off. 11. Pass line winner. 5 again, so it didn't hurt us at all. We didn't throw a 6.8. We're working now. There's a 10. That would have been $2,200. There's another 5. Okay, so I have a good feeling about our 6 and 8 right now. So we're going to be off. Yeah, there's a 6, unfortunately. But I think we can hit another one. 5. 6, there it is. Okay, so we're going to get 580. Okay, we'll give them $20. And now we're going to come off of the 6. Okay, points of 6. We're working our 8. That's all we got left. We hit a 9. And we hit the 8. So we hit them all, guys. We hit them all. Okay, so we're going to get 700 basically there. And now we get to come off of that 8. Now let's just do a quick count on seeing where we're at. I think that had we hit a 4 and 10, we would have done really well on that last one. But we didn't. We came down on both of those, okay? So I don't know how we did. I have no idea. I really don't. So let's see. We started with 30 grand. Okay, so let's see what we got. Okay, so each one of these are 5,000s, okay? So that's 15,000 right there. Okay, that's 20,000. Okay, that's 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay, we did pretty good, guys. We did pretty good. Here's your $30,000. That is all accounted for. Okay. So when you play with 30 grand, you got a really good chance to come out ahead on this bad boy. There's your 30,000. Okay, here is our official profit. That's 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Okay, now this stack of black, if it goes in a rack, will be 2,000. Now you have more than a rack. Okay, so you got 2,000 right there. So you got 2, 3, 4, 5,000, 51, 52, and we'll give this $40 to the dealers. So we have a $5,200 profit. Yesterday we made $7,500. So on your $30,000, the same $30,000 that we bought in with yesterday, we made $7,500 with it yesterday. We brought it back to the casino today. We played inflation with it, and we made another $5,200. So we have made over $12,000 off of that $30,000 on 2 sessions. Okay? All right, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and we'll do something else.